Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be learning how to navigate our Excel workbook. Now, for us to do that, let's go to the file. Now, when we go to the file, you'll see this is the home page. It brings us to the home page, and we're seeing a blank workbook. And if I click on this blank workbook, it takes me to a blank workbook where we're just coming from. Then I'll just go straight down to accounts. Now, in this account, you can see the version of my Excel. It's telling you that I'm using a 2021 version, Microsoft Office LTSC Professional Plus 2021. And in this account, you can also change the theme of my Excel. I can also change the theme of my Excel. You can see that it's currently dark gray. If I want it to be white, I can come here and click on white. So by default, it takes the theme of your laptop. So if your laptop is a dark theme, automatically takes the theme, but if it's a white theme, it automatically takes the theme. Okay, then let's go back to home and click on a blank workbook. So this is a blank Excel workbook, and if you look at the top here, we have this place is called the Quick Access Toolbar. Now, the Quick Access Toolbar are tools that are used often, frequently. Now, for you to put them, there are some that come by default, but you can actually put more tools that you use often. For you to do that, just click on this button here, this Quick Access Toolbar. Click here and go to More Commands. When you go to More Commands, you can now bring in any command of your choice. Let's go down and bring in Merge and Center. And then you click on this add, and okay, so you notice if you come back to this Quick Access Toolbar, you see that Merge and Center just appeared there. So we are the one that just brought it in. Now if you go further, you see this book 5 Excel. This is called the title bar. Now the title bar is where you name your workbook. So this is a workbook, and it currently is named book 5 because title bar, because it tells you the name of your workbook. Now going down, we have tabs. We have the file tab, the home tab, insert tab, page layout, formula, dates. And if you notice on your own Excel, you won't be seeing some of the tabs that I have. This was because I brought them in myself. And let me show you how to do that. For you to do that, you can just hover around any of them, just right click, go to customize ribbon and click on. So when I click on customize ribbon, this is telling you this is a customized ribbon, choose command from. So this is where you're choosing from, but this is how my ribbon currently look like. So I can add more. So for instance, yours, the developer might not be checked, so you can check that. Adding might not be checked, you can check that. Power pivot might not be checked, can check that. But this fuzzy lookup I downloaded it, was an add-in, so you won't have it, or you won't even see it here in your own. So when you choose what you want, you can come to OK. Another way, you come to this add-in here. I come to this add-in here. I come down here and click on this come add-ins, and then I say go. Now it brings me here to where I can actually click on the Microsoft Power Pivot for Excel, click on the Microsoft Power Map for Excel. Then you can just click on the ones you want to work on, and when you're done, you click OK. You check on the ones you want to work on, and then you click OK. Now next thing we're going to talk about is we have different ribbon. Now we have the clipboard, or you can call it a group of. So we have the clipboard group, the font group, the alignment group, the number group, the styles group, the sales group, and editing group. This is under the home page. So when you go to insert, you have different groups. Now, so when we go down, you would see this box here. This is called a name box. It tells you where you are currently. So it tells us that we are currently at our box is currently at, our mouse is currently at cell A1. Now if I move the cursor to another cell, it tells us we're currently at cell G6. So if you look at this name box, it tells you where you are. And also if you look at this A, B, C, D is called the columns, while the 1, 2, 3 is called the row. So all these boxes are called cells, cells, and cells. Yeah, so let's go up. We have the formula bar here. This is to write formulas, or whatever you write on the cell appears here on the formula bar. Why this is important, or why this is useful, is if you're writing a long formula, if you find that this cell is usually small, it might not contain everything you want to write. But when you know you're writing a long formula and this cell is quite small for you to write everything you want to write there, you can come here and write it. Whatever you write here reflects here. That does not mean you can't extend the cell. You come here and then write everything you want to write. So it's like a very big workbook and then a worksheet where you can write everything you want to write. Alright, so that's it on the formula bar. Now when we go down here, we have the sheets. So we are currently working on sheet 1. Let me explain this. So we have a workbook, and inside the workbook we can have several sheets. So I'm clicking on this plus button to give me several sheets. So I click on this plus button and you see several sheets. So when you're to explain this, it says that we are currently on the workbook, and the name of this workbook is book 5, and then it has 4 worksheets. Okay, beautiful. And no worksheet can answer the same name. They have to be different. So that's why we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and sheet 5. So you can't give a particular sheet or 2 sheets the same name. It won't work. Okay, so also if you want to go to the end of your worksheet, or you want to go to the end of this workbook, you click on control plus the down arrow. So when you go there, it takes you to the end. So it's telling you that we have 1,048,576 rows. Then if you want to go back up, you click on control and you go up, and it takes us to the first row there. Now if you want to see where the columns end, now we can click on the control button and then your right arrow key. So it tells us we have the last column is XFD. So let's go back to A, that's control, left arrow key. So that's all for today on navigating your Excel workbook. Thank you. See you in the next.